Welcome back to the Hit Squad. This segment, of course, is brought to you by Metrogistics. Vehicle transportation solutions delivered. If you're shipping a car this time of year, any time of year, contact Metrogistics. That's Metrogistics.com. Go on the website, check it out. We can answer any of your questions. Of course, the local scene, Shamrock Fighting Championships, they're going to have demolition happening at the Lumiere Casino January 18th. 2014. That's their first fight coming up. They're done for this year. Tell you what, get on tickets now. Those go quick. They will sell out normally about 2 weeks before. So we're kind of getting into that time.
Yeah.
As far as Ryan Sutton, what's your fight schedule looking like for the 2014 calendar?
Last time I was here, I was really hoping to get a fight before the end of the year. That didn't pan out, but I had a potential to fight up in Iowa actually in the beginning of January. That actually doesn't look like it's going to happen. The actual card looks like it's not going to get pulled through. So, I'll definitely try to jump on either a Shamrock card or get to a, get to something else out of town.
So, are you always having to stay in shape? Always at the top of your game, huh?
Constantly.
There you go. That's the fight game.
I've actually done about 30 sit-ups since we've had this conversation.
Right
so,
there.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, in between breaks. I wonder what you were doing over there. So that's good stuff. Good stuff. Well, we'll be looking forward to seeing what you bring to the Octagon. Absolutely, in the upcoming years. As far as coming to the Octagon, on December 28th, we got UFC 168. We're going to break this thing down. Now, good job by Kevin Fowler at the break there. He said Kat Zingano has been cleared to train. She's doing some light pad work. So one would have to think it's only a matter of time before her and Ronda Rousey get to square off in the Octagon.
If Ronda Rousey gets through Miesha Tate.
That's exactly where we were going with that one. That's exactly right. Yeah. Ronda 7-0, Miesha Tate 13-4. Has a few more fights, but obviously has lost to Ronda in the past. And you said you still see this thing going down, armbar first round.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
I see Ronda going in there doing what she's done. I mean, I think Miesha might have made the adjustments to where it's a little more competitive of a fight. But
did the head games get into it? I mean, that's all I really took from the tough reality show is that Ronda would really get pissed off at Miesha Tate because of everything she was doing.
The little bit of it I saw, Miesha's a business lady, realizes she's got a good opportunity for a good fight.
Right.
And Ronda is a little bit of a spaz. That's about what I got out of that encounter. So
I would give that. That's true. That's true. These are some of the ones that I took off the card that I'm real excited. And if you have any others, I mean, feel free to interject. But the heavyweight division, Josh Barnett, Travis Brown. That should be a fantastic fight. Josh Barnett, 33-6. Travis Brown, 15-1-1. And these are two guys who, either one of them could, be the next guy in line for the heavyweight title.
Whenever Josh Barnett actually fought Daniel Cormier in the Strikeforce Grand Prix, I looked up his record to just see, because, Josh Barnett, he's been around, he's a name.
Right.
He has not lost to many people. No. He lost to Krokop twice. And then you look at the who's who list of Josh Barnett has beat. He's beaten everybody around the world. I mean, he was actually in line to fight, Fedor, and Fedor was at his peak, and that was a fight a lot of people thought Barnett could have won. Got popped for a little bit of the old juice-a-deuce, but which has kind of been one of the problems in his career. But it seems like, I guess, with the last few drug tests, he's gotten that in line or filed whatever paperwork he's had to file to get it in line. So he's been good with that. But Josh he's a game guy.
Yep.
Cormier, Velasquez, those guys I think are another level above him right now.
Can he make that turn?
I think at this point in his career, I don't know if he could.
Yeah,
I think at this point in his career, he's going to have competitive fights with those guys. He's going to have a 5-round fight with Cormier, where Cormier doesn't knock him out and he hangs in there, kind of like he did in Strikeforce. But I see those fights playing out the same way. Even with a Cain Velasquez, same fight. I think Cain stifles him for 5 rounds, beats him up. But I don't think Barnett's going to be that guy. But to fight a guy like Travis Brown, who is hungry and explosive and needs that big marquee win like that, that's a fight. Yep. That is a fight. Yeah.
We're excited to see. Who are you going with in that one?
I'm going with Barnett simply that I've never been a Travis Brown fan yet. He just hasn't done enough to really to fan me up. So he, he came in the UFC a little bit of a roughneck and just settled me wrong. So I'm going to go with Barnett based on basically just pure, I like the guy.
Hi. Okay. Your head instead of your gut type deal there?
There we go.
Yeah, these aren't our predictions either. I'm just picking his brain so I have something to use against Finney. Absolutely. And, another fight I was extremely, extremely excited for is Chris Lieben taking on Uriah Hall. And the reason I'm excited is just because Uriah Hall just strikes me as the best analogy I'd have would be like a Cam Newton or even a Vince Young. I mean, Jeff Fisher might have something to say about that. But all the talent in the world, you're just wondering, is he going to be able to, well, like Cam Newton was able to take that next step, and he's done great things, where Vince Young was never able to. And it's like, where does he fall into this?
You know, I think he falls in the same spot as those guys fall into in the NFL. The NFL, not for long. The UFC,
you got to have that learning curve.
Yeah, the UFC,
there is that. Yeah, and that's where he's at.
The UFC, you fight or you can't.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's
the same thing.
If you don't show up and you can't put strings of fights together, you get cut. I like this fight simply on the fact that Dana White has said whoever loses this gets cut. So it almost has that pro wrestling feel. Like Vince McMahon's going to come out and grab a briefcase from someone and take it away. So,
this is going to happen.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You're cut, you're fired. So those are always interesting.
And I do have to throw out a shout. Bobby Volker, from Kansas City. He's a friend of the show for sure. He's going to be on the preliminary card taking on William Macario.
Yeah.
And Bobby is always an interesting fight.
Yep. Saw his name on here earlier and name dropped him in the previous segment.
Absolutely.
He's just game guy.
Good guy.
Fought so many fights. Tough guy. Hopefully he has a really good showing.
I hope big things for him, absolutely, in 2014. So that brings us to the fight of the night, and the question is, which Anderson Silva is going to show up? That's the burning question, is who is it going to be, and in your opinion, does Weidman have the magic again? Can he, catch lightning in a bottle twice?
You talk gut over head. I'm on the opposite of this as opposed to the Burnett Brown fight.
Okay, yeah.
I'm actually going to go gut overhead on this. My head says Chris Weidman goes in there, finds a way to win again. He's the younger guy. He's wanting to hold this title for a while. He's got the confidence that he knocked out the King. My gut tells me Anderson's going to come in there and be nasty. I mean, my gut.
Do you think you see this?
I don't think we see that.
You see that in Anderson this time?
I think we see an Anderson that wants on a mission.
Who needs to prove something.
Yes.
I think that's what the UFC fans want.
Yeah.
They want to see that bloodthirsty, I'm not here to put on a show, I'm not here to do any theatrics, I'm here to kill.
Yeah.
Nicely in the fight sense. Yes, absolutely. So that's the question. You're going to go with Anderson. I think I probably will too, but that's a tough one.
Gut overhead. My head says Chris Weidman, but man, my gut says Anderson. Flip flops. He has a weird showing, comes back, puts it on someone. Weird showing.
We'll be breaking it down more.
It'd be a very, very stressful time to be Chris Weidman.
Isn't that? Yes, no doubt. He may have a very happy holiday. He may not. We'll see. Yeah. We hope you do for sure. Real quick, want to talk on the local scene. Really, nothing has unfolded too much for the Cardinals. I love what they've done in the offseason, keeping it pat, and I think hopefully they'll be right there. The Blues are grinding it out, looking real good.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will continue. I said this city needs a Stanley Cup. And how about the Rams? What's going on?
Yeah.
Saints, one of the best teams in the NFL. Rams made them look silly.
Yeah.
Twice this year, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think Jesse does say they're a very young team. I think they're just having trouble putting it all together.
Yeah, they have some explosive guys. Kevin Stacy, I think, is going to be an upper tier running back if he can get with the right, if he can get with the right team.
Correct.
The right team, either with us if we make ourselves the right team, or if he goes somewhere else and is able to explode. I think he's going to be one of the upper tier running backs. Whereas I think Steven Jackson sat around, was content when he was with us to rack up the yards, rack up the numbers, got to a good team, and then proceeded to not be that good of a running back. I think Stacy has a lot of upside. I think now that we actually have, Kellen Clemens, who, hey, I can go in there and win some games.
No, absolutely.
Maybe lights a little fire under
Bradford.
Yeah, Bradford to come back a little
Sam
stronger.
Bradford,
So it's interesting. The Rams are interesting.
They are interesting. And it really, I mean, go Washington. We want their draft picks, and we'll take it from there. Well, thank you, Ryan Sutton, for joining us. Happy holidays to you, sir.
Happy holidays to you, Chad.
Happy holidays to you, Kevin Fowler. He gives us the thumbs up. And, of course, out there from our home studio here at ESPN, it's all of us wishing you and yours a very happy holidays. Thank you for watching 101sports.com.